This is Emmanuel. Emmanuel is a 16-year-old in the United Kingdom. Emmanuel wakes up at 6 a.m. in the morning to perform his milkman duties.
What time is it? 6 a.m. already? Come on! Alright, it's time to get to work.
Today we will be tracking the life of Emmanuel to see how a teenager in the United Kingdom lives. Emmanuel goes to school at 9 a.m. and ends at about 3 or 3:15. After that, he has some after-school clubs and activities that he partakes in. Many teens in the United Kingdom have part-time jobs to help earn some pocket money. These jobs include delivering papers, babysitting, and working at small and local businesses. The average salary for a teenager working is about £5.13 per hour.
It's approximately 7:45 now, and I'm making my way to the bus stop. Bus usually comes around 8 a.m. and school usually starts at 9. It takes the bus an hour to get there because we make several stops along the way before we reach the school. School is usually from 9 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Sometimes I stay after for after-school activities. Sometimes I play rugby or cricket with my friends. But most of the time we're at school working hard for our A-level exams. I take several A-level classes actually. I take A-level biology, A-level economics. That usually makes up most of my homework. I'm trying to get into Oxford and hopefully this will help me. I also have standardized tests that are coming up in a few weeks. So that's another thing I've been studying for after school. But I still try to make enough room for cricket and after school activities to play with my friends. And here comes the bus. I'll see you later.
Much like our friend Emmanuel, we have student Stefan Ivanovich Kuklev, who is a student from Russia. We will be dissecting into his life to see any differences or similarities between the two teens.
Many of the students in Russia are required to do extracurricular activities after school. So this includes things like volunteer work or sports usually. Kids are heavily expected to pursue some sort of educational study in early childhood to prepare them for their future. High school students in Russia are required to take the EGE, the Unified State Exam, which is the standardized test in Russia, similar to the SAT in the United States. The test is free and is mandatory for all students regardless of whether the student chooses to go to a university or not. The test usually ranges from 3 to 4 hours as the test length.
They may be 3,500 miles away from each other, but similarly, both Russia and the UK breed students that are eager to learn. Like our friend Stefan over here, here we have Emmanuel studying for some important tests coming up.
I'm busy studying for my GCSE exam coming up in a few weeks, and at the same time I've got to study for my A-level classes. I've got chemistry here, I've got calculus, I've got human anatomy, which isn't an A-level class but it's equally as rigorous. And I must do well in these exams in order for me to get into my dream college, in order for me to get into Oxford. So it's a lot of work. I have tried to make room for after-school activities and for cricket and for rugby, but it's getting harder and harder to do this while studying for my exams as well.
3 hours later.
Emmanuel is currently taking some pretty difficult classes in high school, with various O and A-level classes. These classes are meant to prepare students for college and are quite rigorous in nature. Emmanuel is also studying for the GCSE, or General Certification of Secondary Education. This is a college entrance exam that determines where one will go to university. For Emmanuel to go to his dream college of Oxford, it is crucial he does well on this test, and it's been something he has been preparing for the last 3 years.
Now let's go back to Stefan for a very final clip to see what some Russian kids like to do for fun.
Oh, hi, sorry, I didn't see that. I was playing some games with my friends.
Here in Russia, it gets very lonely sometimes because the towns are so far apart and they're so small. Being able to play games like Minecraft and having social media like VKontakte helps me to connect with my friends even if they're not around me. In turn, it's really popular in Russia with 46 million gamers throughout Russia. It's very crazy. Having these games and social media sites helps me to actually cope with my stress because there's a lot of pressure that I put onto me in this day and age. I gotta go back.
The parenting you will see in Russia is very different from the parenting you will see in the US. In Russia, the parents are very strict and expect their children to be very obedient. When the child makes a mistake, the parent is more likely to blame the child than blame themselves. This kind of parenting creates problems with the generation growing up in Russia. The children feel like they have no one to depend on and end up isolating themselves. This isolation can lead to two of the highest problems in Russia, the two being suicide and alcoholism. In 1990, 30,000 kids committed suicide, and those kids were the ages between 19 to 24.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the lives of Emmanuel and Stefan. I hope you have a great day.